Okay, so I am either this episode's gonna go great or it's gonna be a shit show.
Okay.
And the reason I think it could be great is because it's spontaneous. I have something to do tomorrow, which is the day that we normally podcast. But today I was like,
not
Renae,
today, like 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
I go, do you mind if we do it tonight?
Uh-huh.
That way I have tomorrow free.
And then I said, do you mean, okay. I was like, yeah, you mean tonight, like after Delilah's soccer game and we put the kids to bed?
I was like, no, now.
And you're like, no, now. And I was like, okay.
So I'm really proud of you for going with the flow.
Uh-huh.
Because that's not like you. Renae.
Well, you know what? No, but today was a day that just like started off and it went awry from the beginning because I was supposed to have dental surgery this morning.
Oh, that's another thing. We don't know next week if you're even going to be able to podcast.
Well, I thought after after a day and a half, I'd be okay to podcast.
We hope.
Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I mean, I'll be on.
But they're going to make
drugs.
her loopy. They're going to put her. That Renae goes, do you mind going there? They said you're going to have to drive me home. I'm going to be, loopy and under it. I'm like, oh no, I'm going. Like, I'm going to go. I'm going to take my little glasses that I can record with. And I want to hear the shit that will come out of her mouth, dude.
I don't know.
It's a truth serum. We're going to find out. We're going to find out for real.
Don't ask me questions about other people if you're recording.
Have you seen the TV that talks about BBC?
Yeah. No, there's some funny ones. And I just hope Renae goes viral. I'm hoping that
But anyway, the point is that like the day went awry from the very beginning because I'd blocked off like not just time to have the surgery on the calendar, but also like time to know that I was going to be a little out of it.
And then you actually went to lunch with me.
I did. I went to lunch with you.
Because Renae was like, what are you going to do? Well, first of all, Renae has FOMO, fear of missing out.
No, I don't.
But then, yes, you do. And then what happens is like, I'll be like, hey, Renae, would you like to go with me? I got a couple errands and maybe grab some lunch and maybe we can like hang out. She'll be like, okay. And then I start running errands and she's like, well, I didn't know it was going to take this long. And where are we going? And I don't want to be here. And take me back to my car.
It's true.
And I have things to do.
It's
I'm just
true.
like, oh my God. So today I was like,
because I want to spend time with you, but just a little bit of time with you. I don't want to feel like I'm trapped with you.
so today I got mad because I go, hey, I got to run a couple errands, maybe eat some lunch. Who are you going to lunch with? I go, just by myself. I'll just go grab lunch. Well,
I thought that was no, because you don't ever grab lunch by yourself.
Yes, I do. And
you would
get
have
mad.
you would have invited someone to go have lunch with you. You wouldn't go grab lunch by yourself.
There you go again, telling me what I would do.
You just wouldn't. That's very out of character for you. I have not known you once to go take yourself to lunch.
I do take myself to lunch. And I was going to do that today. I don't need you. I don't need you, fool.
No, I was just about to say, I was like, if I didn't go with you, you were probably going to ask Tatiana. You were going to say, Tatiana, come on, let's go
I was
lunch.
going to be out and go to lunch by myself.
You would make it a working lunch.
I was just going to go to lunch.
I doubt it.
Renae, I got to write a whole bit about how Renae is a witch and she predicts the future. Like she'll say, let me tell you what you were going to do. And then you're going to do this. And you're going to do. She predicts the future for everybody. For everybody. She will tell you what they're going to think or do. Like, I forgot what it was today, but I go, yesterday. Courtney was nice enough to drive to our boys play on the same baseball team. And they live in the same neighborhood. So Courtney was she's like, Garrett goes, can I ride with them? And I'm like, yeah, because we're all going to the same neighborhood, And then I told Renae, I said, I go, why don't, because we had ordered Panda Express. I said, why don't you invite Courtney, see if they want to come and have oh, no, she's not going to want to do that. She's not going to want to do that. She's going to want to eat lunch. She's going to eat dinner at her house. And I was like, how do you know?
Okay, because we were ordering junk food, and she's like one of the healthiest eaters I know. So she doesn't want to eat our Uber Eats.
But does it hurt to ask?
Food. Also,
and by the way, would have had he not gotten in trouble.
You are not supposed to use people's names and say their business on the podcast. So edit, Tatiana.
Edit out
how many minutes?
His name.
But 4 minutes
no.
and 48 seconds in.
No, my point is that she won't even ask. She's like, no, she's not going to want to do that. She's going to want to do this, and this. And I'm like, how do you know what another human being wants to do?
I mean, you did invite her, and she did say what I said, so I was right.
No, I told you they were going to eat, but they didn't want to because of disciplinary things.
Renae makes hypotheses.
There you go.
But they're right.
Tatiana said, I make hypotheses that are usually spot on because I'm always right.
No, her sister.
Wait, is this what you actually wanted to talk about this
That's what we're talking about right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Her sister, who I absolutely love because she loved me from day one.
Do you know what? You shouldn't bring up things that are going to hurt your feelings.
Hurt my feelings?
Yes.
Why?
Huh? I'm just saying, let's talk about something else.
Well, she doesn't like my gift.
Huh? She didn't say she does not like your gift.
Tell the truth.
She just hasn't worn it, which is what I said.
How do you know she hasn't worn it?
Have you ever seen her wear it?
Huh?
Have you ever seen her wear it?
I don't know. I don't see her all the time.
I've never seen her wear it.
I don't know if she wears it or not.
Okay. Well, okay. He's upset right now because
I'm not upset.
Actually, you tell the story because we just jumped 3 steps ahead and we didn't explain.
No. Renae's sister competes in bikini bodybuilding competitions. She's very serious about her bodybuilding.
Yes.
And lifting weights.
Yeah.
So for her birthday, not us, I wanted to give her a James Avery little dumbbell on a little bracelet.
On a necklace or
it was a bracelet.
It was on.
And then Renae goes, "Why'd you buy her that? She doesn't want that.
No,
she's not going to wear that."
We were trying to decide what to get her together. And I
wanted to get her that.
I don't think she'll wear that. Let's pick out something else.
But I wanted to give her that. So then Renae goes, "No, she's not going to wear that. And she doesn't like that." I'm like, how do you know what this person likes or doesn't like?
She's my sister. I kind of have a sense of what she likes or doesn't like.
So I give it to her and she loved it. And I know Smith women, their face does not lie. They have no problem giving. I know. I can read these women.
No, I think
she was happy.
She was happy. I'm gonna call her right touched now. And she was, she's at work. And she was very sweet and she was very thoughtful. But I would say I have never seen her wear it, which was all I said in the beginning. I said, I don't think she'll wear that.
I'm going to find out.
It was a hypothesis, but I think it was also a correct hypothesis.
No, but it's like, can we, I wanted to give her that.
Yes.
So why not just let me give it to her?
I didn't say you couldn't give it to her.
But it turned into a whole thing. And you got mad at me and you were like, "No, don't give her that. And why would you give her that? And she's not going to wear it. And she doesn't want that." And I'm like, because again, why are you predicting? Why are you telling me what another human wants to do? Isn't that crazy?
No, but I think you're turning what happened with that into something else in that it's like buying a gift for anybody, right? You want a sense of their style or their likes and dislikes so that you can buy a gift that you think they would like.
So she likes to weightlift.
She likes to weightlift, but that doesn't mean she likes wearing a barbell around her neck.
It's not around her neck.
Around her wrist.
Little bracelet.
Yeah, just because someone likes to weightlift doesn't mean that it's their style to wear a barbell
but
around their wrist.
It's their likes. You said
I like to spend money, but I don't want to charm with dollar bills on my wrist.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see your hand.
No.
I mean,
but like, no.
Oh, dude, my bad. I don't want to show off that I like money. Well, fucking take those rings off.
No, I meant the literal translation is what I'm saying. You literally translated what she liked.
Don't hide it now.
No.
Look at her.
My point was that I'm not going to be wearing a dollar bill on my wrist, like a dollar bill.
How much are those hoop earrings?
That was not the point.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
no,
see?
That was not the point.
No, I would never, if you came to me and said, "I want to give this to our friend Tatiana," I would go, "Oh, that's great."
I feel like you've told me before. You would say, why don't we get this instead? Or you think she really liked that? You would say something like that.
No, I let people be people. I let people make their own opinions, and I don't predict what Courtney wants to do.
Okay, so what was the point? What did you actually want to talk about on this podcast?
I don't know. This is what we're talking about.
Do you know what I will say?
I love getting you so uncomfortable.
No, I want to know, Tatiana, will you look and see if there's a full moon tonight?
No, even better. You know what, Tatiana? How about you read all the
wanna
comments
know-
and how all the comments are coming out in
I
my
want to
favor?
know if there's a full moon tonight, because even this
think
morning
there's a
you
full
were
moon.
already kind of like, I call it pecking at me. Like some mornings
No.
you wake
No,
up
because I
and
told
you
you.
just kind of want to peck at me.
No,
Like,
because I go going back to the original deal where I
no,
said
because when I went with you in the car this morning, I was like, why did I come today? Did you want me to come? Because
No.
the minute I got in the car and we
No,
pulled out of
I-
our neighborhood, you were already kind of starting.
no, I asked you a question that you were not comfortable with, and I really wanted to know the answer, and you didn't give it to me.
I don't know what the question was.
Are you happy?
Oh, am I happy?
Yes.
And I said, yes, I'm happy.
Because I don't know, there's something about our age
Uh-huh.
right now where
Yes.
where people are starting to get divorced.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about that. Yeah.
People are splitting up and you know,
And that's what it was. And you said, wait, did we ever hit record on all the cameras?
yes.
Oh, good.
Rebecca.
I had a moment where I was like, oh crap, we forgot
We're
to
on
record.
we're on the podcast, and now you have to be super honest.
Oh my gosh, what?
Did you like or dislike?
No, that's not how you phrase the question.
How,
Give me the
No.
phone. Okay. Hi, Becca.
Hi.
Hi. How many
don't
times?
influence her with your older sister
I'm
bullshit.
not. How many
Yes,
times?
that's bullshit.
How many times, honestly, have you worn the barbell gift that Steve got you, if you have worn it?
I have not worn it.
Okay, and that's okay. That doesn't hurt my feelings. But do you like it?
I love it. Yeah, I have it, but I just haven't worn it.
See, you phrased the question in your favor.
No, you phrased the question in a way that made it really uncomfortable for her to answer.
No, I just wanted her to be honest. Did you like it or?
It's uncomfortable to answer regardless because I thought it was very thoughtful.
See,
But I wear gold most of the time, and it's silver.
I should have known that. See, I should have known. My wife's sister wants gold.
But
Did
it
you
was very
fart?
thoughtful, yeah.
I heard you fart. No, but it wasn't a gift that you were like, oh my God, why the hell did he get me this? You liked it.
No, I didn't say that. Of course, everyone knows why you got it for her.
I liked it, yes.
Aha, thank you. Okay, I love you, Becca. I'll get you a gold one, baby. I'll get you a gold one. Bye. You worded the question wrong.
I worded it in a way that she could give a very honest, not opinion-based answer.
I have several cowboy hats, and I love them. There's one or two up there that I don't wear,
Yeah.
and I haven't worn.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't like them. It just means that I haven't worn them.
Right. And so I didn't say she wouldn't like that gift. I just said from the beginning when you were talking about it, you said, what do you think about this? I said, I don't think she'll wear it.
No, you got upset with me, and you were very aggressive. about it.
Oy, oy, oy. Okay. I'm not going to get upset with you for buying a gift for my
Anyway.
sister. That's sweet and thoughtful.
Anyway, are you, because you're our age-ish, are you starting to see like people around you getting divorced?
Yes,
Right?
it happens a lot. Yeah.
Like at this age.
Year mark.
Oh, yes. Tatiana's making a valid point. She's saying it depends on like how many years they are into their marriage.
So what do you mean, like 15 years in, or like, is that
After it, you see the
After
the
10.
goes after 10.
after 10?
I feel like it's after 10.
And all I said was, because we have friends that have been split up or whatever, and I told Renae it makes me sad. Like it really bums me out, and I don't know what the cause is other than if I were to guess that it is a kind of a midlife crisis thing in some cases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a like bland blanket statement.
I-
And I don't know either, but I agree with you that yes, we're like feeling it happening all around us at the moment.
No, and I asked you honestly today, like I wasn't being aggressive or being mean. I was like, hey, are you happy?
Yeah.
Like, is our life satisfactory for you? Is our life?
we live a very blessed, amazing life, but also I just realized I had like a total brain fart in the moment because I just realized tomorrow is our anniversary.
Oh shit!
Right? That's why I was like, wait a minute, we're having this conversation and tomorrow's our anniversary.
Surprise! Tomorrow's anniversary.
Tomorrow's our anniversary.
Wow.
So, now I don't know. Now, for some reason, it kind of like this whole conversation just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, so maybe that's why I've thought of. I mean, well,
Yeah.
but we do have friends that are splitting up, and we do have friends that are people around us that are starting to split up or get divorced, and you look at them and you don't know what happens behind closed doors, of course, right?
Yeah.
And you go, well, what is it? Like, what is it that makes you?
I don't know.
That's a really extreme place to go because, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are circumstances where 1,000% you have to get divorced.
Yeah.
Right. Physical abuse, mental abuse. They're abusing your children or whatever.
Lying, right? Like
Right.
that's another one where it's
not
like,
being trustworthy, cheating.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you work through lying?
I understand that there are, but in some cases with our friends, you look at him, you go, well, he's a really nice guy and they have a nice home and she's a really nice girl and they have a nice home and like, what's going on?
What happened?
What? And I just think that's, I think that me and you are so very blessed in the fact that our life, we're always on our toes in our life. There's always an adventure around the corner.
Yeah.
Right? We're always going on the road. We're always doing something cool. We're busy and doing cool things. And I think that a lot of divorce comes from, and this is just my theory, from monotony.
Yeah.
Right? The day to day, I go to work, I come home, I get 2 weeks vacation.
Yeah, we don't have that.
We don't do, it's the same thing for months on end, day in, day out.
Monotonous is never a word I would use to describe our lives.
Do you think monotony has a little bit to do with it?
A little bit, yes.
The getting stale, right?
Classes, and that's some of the stuff that people complain about.
Yeah, is the
Stale.
stale. Yeah.
I think too, like as much as working together brings a lot of challenges that we have to navigate and work through, which it does.
I have to navigate.
It also presents obstacles that we have to overcome together. Sometimes just little ones, sometimes big ones, and it feels like it's very much us against them. But I think that also, those, whether they be little or small, every time is like makes our marriage stronger or solidifies our marriage a little bit more.
But either you look at it as that and have the attitude of this is going to make me stronger and closer to my wife, or you could have the same reaction in the opposite way, right? Every hurdle is like, oh God, this isn't working, and I'm so tired of this shit, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's always us working as a team to overcome it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that you could. I think we choose to look at each other and go, hey, we have done all this together, and I love you for it. Right. And I think that
it's the vibe and the culture that you've created.
And I think other people might look at it as, I'm tired of fighting these fights. Even if it is with you, there's got to be something better next door, right? The grass is greener. Yeah, 'cause that's one of my favorite comments when people come up to us and go, oh my God, you make our marriage feel normal.
Yeah.
Right.
We got it this weekend.
This weekend, several people go, oh my gosh, like we thought it was just us.
Yeah.
It's not just us.
Yeah.
Right. This is.
We met a couple
life.
this weekend where you could tell he like felt it in his soul.
Oh yeah. He was like, dude, thank you. Like you make me feel normal.
Yeah.
Right. But I think monotony has a lot of to do with it and I also think, being in this neighborhood that we live in a certain affluence of neighborhood where the wives, there's such a big jump in the people that they hang out with when it comes to their social circles. So they hang out with women in this neighborhood that work and that have to work. But then there's women in this neighborhood that don't have to work. And hold on, let me make sure. Hello. Uh-oh. I don't know who that was. But they kept calling. But I think when you're in this neighborhood, if you're there's such a big gap in the women in this neighborhood that have to work, and then the women in this neighborhood that do not have to work and have a lot more than the same woman in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of times, in my opinion, that women in this neighborhood go, well, I hang out with these women that perceivably have this amazing life.
So you're saying you think and perhaps this is me like trivializing it, but I'm trying to summarize what you're saying because I don't necessarily know if I agree with it, but you're saying that it is a case of keeping up with the Jones, and the woman who works versus the woman who doesn't work is the issue?
Yeah, I mean, no, I think that there's definitely a...
Where's the male responsibility in that?
We're not talking about... Well, yeah, I mean, look, we're talking about what I see, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, on the male side, right, and I'm guilty of this, but we're not talking about the male side. We're talking about the female side. But on the male side, if we want to talk about it, I'm guilty of it. I'm an overworker, right? I am a workaholic. I am nonstop. But my work, for me, being a workaholic also means that I'm not going to miss dropping my kids off at school. I'm also going to work hard at coaching and being at every single practice, all that stuff. But I think that sometimes, yes, divorce happens when all he does is work. And he's not at home. And I think kids too, where a couple, their whole life becomes about the kids.
Yeah.
And then they forget to be husband and wife.
I for sure think that's a common one.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's not date night. There's not a, and even when you go on dates, it's, let's talk about the kids.
Well, I was going to say, ours are kind of like that. We're either talking about work or our kids.
But we also get to have a lot of fun throughout the year.
We do have a lot of fun throughout the year.
We get to go and do nice dinners together, me and you. We get to hang out with other couples. We get to have drinks together.
But we like our kids and our work. We both like our work-kid life. But I also think it would be a huge adjustment for our relationship if you no longer traveled.
Here's a question for you. If you no longer traveled and had those opportunities presented, would you still take Renae out to those date nights?
If I did not travel, would I take Renae out on date nights? I would actually take her out on more date nights. And the reason I do not take her away for more date nights is because I feel so guilty when I'm home. I want to be doing things with the kids. So I think that if I was God willing, someday I'm able to take a huge break from the road, then I would be the one that would be like, hey, I want to go have a nice steak dinner with you. I'll rent a car, a driver. We'll go into Austin or San Antonio. We'll have a nice dinner, have drinks. But we don't do that because I'm like, I don't want to miss out on the day-to-day for the kids. And we also do get to go away and do stuff. I mean, this weekend...
I think what we try and find more at the moment, because our situation is different. It's not like everybody else's. What you and I are trying to find is when are the times all four of us can be together as a family? Because you're gone half the time already, and then when you are home, it's you with Garrett at his activities, and me with Delilah at her activities. What's hard for us to find is the time for all four of us to be together.
Yeah. No, and it's hard. And I mean, I will say that both me and you both look at each other and go, okay, it's me and you. We can do this together. And the more that you've done in my life, and the more that you've put up with the homemaker that you've become, the mother you've become, I fall in love with you for those things. And I think that in some relationships, he fell in love with her maybe because she was hot and she was fun to party with.
She knew how to give a good lap dance.
Or blowjob, I thought you were going to say. No, but yeah, I think a lot of times a guy falls in love with a girl and goes, oh my God, this girl's so fun to party with, and she's beautiful, and we hang out, we have so many laughs, and then she becomes mommy, and then he's no longer in love with mom. He's going, where's the girl
Vice versa.
I married? And vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Where maybe she fell in love with him because...
Oh, no, I loved you because you were funny was one of the reasons I loved you, and you're
but
still
that
funny.
doesn't go away.
You're still funny.
But that doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Think about that girl in high school that married the fucking high school stud football player and thought, oh my gosh, I'm queen of the freaking high school because I date 3-time Letterman so-and-so. and then all of a sudden now they're 35 and he's a fat fucking slob. You know, and he's not the king of fucking anything. The only king he is Burger King, right? And that's gotta suck too, right? Where she goes, God, did I really marry this fucking fat slob because he scored 2 touchdowns in GP America?
I don't know. I don't live that life.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, I'm just talking divorce in general. Like what causes it when it is not?
I don't know,
when it's
but
not,
I also don't want to talk about this like on our anniversary.
Communication too. What I'm saying is when a divorce happens, when it is not infidelity or physical abuse or mental abuse, when they're both very nice people, and then they just go, look, when you hear the words, I just fell out of love with him.
Yeah, I don't. That's hard.
That is weird to me because I've never fallen out of love for anybody that I've loved.
Yeah.
There's people that I've loved in the past that I no longer talk to, but I still love them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I hear what are you like, you're referring to like exes?
Yeah, you still love and care about them.
I don't know. No,
Not
you say that? No.
Yeah, but y'all are cold-hearted bitches. There's a difference.
I was like, no, I don't.
I want them.
You could do so much damage to a person, you can fall out of love. Like, you could stop. You could sever that.
Yeah. I mean, one of my exes cheated on me. I wouldn't say I love him anymore. I don't have that many exes, but like, no, I don't feel love towards him anymore. And then even another one, even like.
Well, he cheated on you though.
But even another one who didn't.
Gay one?
He's not gay. He's married and has kids. But like, you know, even if I think of other ex-boyfriends, like, do I remember them fondly?
But did you love them?
Do I think kindly upon them?
Did you love them?
At the time, you think it's love?
No, real love.
How do you? I mean. At the time, at the time I thought that was real love. Once you're out of it, how do you know if it was real love or fake love?
You know if it was real or fake because years later, you're saying what you're saying, where you're like, yeah, I don't really care about that person. I'm not worried about that person.
I didn't say I care about them. Like I don't keep in communication with them, but like, but I'm talking about, and several of them are not on Facebook. I'm not just talking about
exes. I'm talking about family members or you know, people in my life that I have cared about and loved, and they're no longer in my life. I still love them, still care for them.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
So to say, and I think a lot of times when you hear that I fell out of love, it is, I still love them, but I'm not attracted to them.
Or I don't know. I think what that is like.
Or they don't turn me on anymore, right?
You and I talk about like the quirks about your personality or my personality that are annoying or get under our skin or irritate us, right? And when we say I fell out of love, my brain goes to I don't love you enough anymore to keep putting up with the things about you that make me crazy or irritate me.
See, that's crazy. Because love shouldn't be that.
Yeah.
But right? I think
it's unconditional. Yeah. I love you and all of you. And when you say things like, I'm just not willing to put up with your shit anymore, then that means that you don't truly love somebody.
But I think that's where divorced couples get to. Is they're like, I love you, but I can't do this anymore.
I understand that. And what I'm saying is that to me, this needs to be infidelity, verbal, mental abuse, physical abuse. Like those are the things that, you know, to be able to go, you know, he's just grumpy and I don't want to be married to him anymore because I don't want to put up with his grumpiness. To me, it's like, well, that's part of life. You're not perfect either.
Yeah. And
he's willing to stay and he might look at you and go, man, she's a pain in my ass. She's a bitch all the time to me. That's like, if that's not, you can't go to court and be like, why do you want to divorce her? Because she's a pain in my ass.
Why? Because you just got used to living with a pain in the ass?
Hey, you can do that now. But you can. But what I'm saying is that to me, I don't, you wear me the fuck out with some of the shit you do, right? But I love you and I care about you and And I'm willing to put up with all of it except for infidelity.
Yeah.
Physical abuse. I'm handling the mental abuse and staying in, but the physical.
Some people make it through infidelities.
Yeah, some people do.
No, some people definitely do. I think you and I have just.
Well, that has to come with forgiveness.
Yes.
You have to be able to forgive.
And
Because it turns into, hey, we're good.
But you bring it up.
We got in a fight. Oh, you fucking whore. You know what I mean?
But then the rules change. Essentially, the rules change after that, right? Like if there's infidelity, in order for trust to come back in, well, then it becomes, okay, look, I'm not comfortable with you doing this now because that makes me feel insecure.
Well, then it also turns tit for tat, right? And then there's like, well, he did it, I'll do it.
Well,
she did it, I'll do it.
The nature of our relationship, I couldn't say, well, I'm not comfortable with you going and staying at hotels without me and traveling without me because, it's like that's part of your job. So that changing some ground rules are not possible for some couples.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, it makes me sad. I came from divorced parents.
Yes. I did not. My parents are still married.
And it was not good. It was not good for me. It was not good for the kids. To this day, my dad and mom could barely be in the same room.
Yeah.
And that divorce happened almost 40 years ago, right? So I always, divorce, I always think of the kids, and to me, and look, I might catch a lot of flack for this, but if your answer to me is, and both sides, I want a divorce because I just can't put up with their bullshit anymore. My second question would be, what is that bullshit you speak of?
Yeah.
Right? Well, that bullshit is he cheats or she cheats or he lies or she lies or he or she hits me or, then I go, yes, that bullshit you should not put up with.
Yeah.
Right? But to go, I just can't put up with their bullshit because they're grumpy. Right? She's grumpy all the time. She's mad all the time. Or she's boring. To me, it's like you have kids.
Okay.
And you have a responsibility to those kids. And if you want to make it, and I've heard this before where people go, yeah, we waited until the kids got out of the house. Mm-hmm. Once the kids went to college, we did our thing. I don't know if it's better or not, but for me, it would have been. If my parents could have stayed cordial and nice to each other, and I would have had the same parents all the way through high school, I'd be a different person.
But were they cordial and nice to each other?
Oh, no, it was terrible.
So that's what I'm saying.
Cats and dogs.
Is that healthy then to say we're going to keep living like this, cats and dogs, till the kids graduate?
Well, I mean, I think it and nothing against my parents, but I think it also comes with the territory of being intelligent enough to go, we don't fight in front of our kids. Renae and I don't. You've never seen us fight in front of the kids. We don't fight in front of the kids, but that's because we're smart enough to know that it is not worth it and it's not healthy for the children. Now, do we get into arguments? Do we have our big conversations? Yes, we do. We do them in private. We don't do it in front of the kids, right?
Yeah.
And that comes with a form of somewhat of an intelligent situation where we go, this isn't good for them.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing, and it's funny because we fight so little in front of the kids that we'll have what we don't think is even close to an argument. And then Garrett will come on and be like, guys, can y'all stop? and it's not even bad. We're just we're literally like arguing over what we're eating, and I'm sitting there
Don't use that laundry detergent on those colored clothes.
Yeah, and I'm going healthy again. Can we just eat good food? And
can you buy real jelly?
Can we just buy real jelly?
The kind with the sugar in it?
And then Renee's like, no, because then if I buy it, then I'm going to eat it. And I'm like, dude, just buy it. And then Garrett's like, guys. It's not even you know what I mean? There's no fuck you and fuck you. I heard it all. I don't know. I just think divorce is very sad.
Sure.
I will never say that there's not a situation where divorce is necessary. Of course there's.
Well, and I think also you left out we talk about the reasons when someone should, but you didn't bring up when you and I disagree about something or we're having a discussion with each other, we listen to one another. Not to say that we don't no, but not to say that we don't get defensive. We hear it.
Okay,
and we do
hear
take it
it.
in.
I listen.
No, but we hear it and we listen,
yes,
and we both have a desire to change. And is change hard? Do we still continue to make the same mistakes sometimes?
You have to fight. I think a lot of couples too, they don't. They keep it in. Right? Something about their spouse frustrates them, and they don't communicate it. They keep it inside, and then it comes to a boiling point.
Yeah.
Me and you are both in a situation where we both speak up.
Yeah.
Right? And me and you get into heavy arguments over like how I feel or how you feel, and we go, no, you have to see it my way. Please see what I'm talking about. You're doing this or you're doing that. You know, and then, yeah, I didn't do that. And well, no, but you did do that. And, you know, and then thank God for us, we do change. I have changed much more than Renae, but we do change.
Well, can we talk about how we started from different places too? Okay.
What do you mean we started from different places?
I was not a pirate, a chain-smoking pirate on the road at the age of 26. I was a very different 26-year-old than you were when we got married.
No, true story. True story. Definitely. You were spoiled and lived in fucking fantasy land. Yeah, she's still spoiled and lived in fantasy land, and I was out there in the real world, which is why that Lanco song is so funny to me because it says that you were the all-American girl, you went to college, and I went to go to work to learn about life.
Yeah.
You know, so I have lived in the real world. You never have it.
What happened with the hat?
What hat? Oh, you want to talk about? I'm eating.
Oh.
I don't know why you put fucking.
All the good stuff is gone. No, look, there's Reese's peanut butter cups in here.
Oh, my favorite.
But they're pumpkin.
Oh, anyway.
They have pumpkin in them, so they taste a little different. I don't know. Yeah, look, only the not good stuff is left. Tatiana's been eating it. That's why she has her face covered and she's
like,
laughing.
Okay.
All that's left is the Butterfingers and the Whoppers. Nobody likes those.
Well, I mean, speaking of adventure, it was really cool that Renae decided to join me on an adventure.
Yeah.
And it felt really old school for me and you. Like, it felt cool. I mean, it was because Renae literally flew out to see me in Orange County, and we left that same night. And then we drove straight to the baseball field where Renae and I parked under a tree and took a nap. Like old school. Like, we don't have a home. We don't have a hotel. Like, we got to nap somewhere.
Yeah, because we didn't have time to come back home and pick up Garrett and get to the baseball field. We were already kind of out that direction by the airport. So we drove to the baseball field, waited for him to get there, and napped in the car. It has pumpkin in it, right? Or is it just pumpkin shaped?
I think it's just pumpkin shaped.
Oh, I thought it had tasted like it had pumpkin in it.
Yeah, it has pumpkin in it. Don't touch these.
Save them for...
You're not gonna want this. No, but it really felt like old school us.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, dude. We got there. And I met Renae at
well, because you were doing shows in Irvine.
Gilbert's. Yep.
You were doing shows in Irvine, but I flew into LAX. And then I got there before you did. So I had breakfast with a girlfriend, which was nice. She picked me up at the airport.
So, we met over to do the hat. I was expecting a little more from Renae.
What do you mean?
In her hat choices and design.
Okay, so if you didn't watch last week's episode, we met at the hat place that we talked about last week to have Steve's been having his gambler custom hat made. And so dude, I went to kind of look at it.
It looks bitty. Oh my God, dude. I'm going to be the talk. Anytime I wear that, I guarantee we're going to sell one.
Where is it?
It's not ready yet. But holy shit. Is it gorgeous?
It's beautiful. But what I didn't realize, what I learned this weekend about the hat making process that I did not know and I thought was really cool, they just showed us a stack of hats in all different colors that they had. All hats start out the same. And it's basically like almost Pharrell would wear a hat like that sometimes, just like super tall and rounded at the top.
Big old flap like this.
Big flat brim.
And then it's just round. That's it. And then from there, he takes it and he shapes it and cuts it and decides
molds
what
it,
you want on top. Do you want it down? Do you want the cowboy look? And then changes it and molds whatever.
But you're in this hat shop and you see all these different styles of hats, and I was blown away that they all started looking the exact same because it seemed like very different styles.
Renae's style, if anybody's ever caught on, she's a little I'm trying to find the right word. You like Renae likes bright. Well, number one, she's a real girly's girl, which is something I love about her.
Boho chic.
She's hobo chic.
Hobo chic.
What's boho
A
chic?
hobo is a bum, Steve.
I know. That's why. Boho, like she a hoe. Like she a hoe.
And this is why Steve does not make the stylistic choices in our home. This is why, baby. I say just stay out of it and leave that stuff to me.
I stay out of everything and let Renae. You know, I listen and change, even though everything is the way I want it. No, Renae's style is a little louder and a little more. Not your. She doesn't. You don't really go with.
I'm not Old Navy Gap.
But you go with trends, but they're always unique trends. They're not like, when those shoes came out and all the girls were wearing what were those called? With the star on the side.
Oh, the Golden Gooses.
When the Golden Gooses came out, I go, oh, Renae, all the girls are wearing them. You want something? She was like, no, that's not my thing. Or I'd see something that all the other women are wearing. I go, oh, and she's like, no, So she's a little different.
Well,
but you also like to be loud. Renae likes to be loud.
Fun. I call it fun. I like to feel good in my clothes, and I like them to be fun.
So
have a
I was
sense of humor.
expecting, because this hat shop, Gilbert Marquez, please look him up. You can do literally whatever you want. Whatever you want to do. You pick out whatever feather you want, whatever design you want to be on your liner. You can pick out your hat band, how thick, how not thick.
Yeah.
The buckle, is it a buckle? Is it a feather? What color do you want? What shape? You can do all of that. And Renae did none of it.
Well, no, you know what it is? They are such beautiful, high quality hats. I love hats. I have a ton in my closet.
I forgot to ask you, are you doing beaver or rabbit?
Oh, I forgot. I don't know. I don't know what the one was that I was holding. I just got whatever I like.
Whatever,
I don't know. I didn't ask. I picked the color.
It's got to be a good place to be in life.
No.
No, it's not a good place to be in life.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I was more concerned with the color, not what animal is on my head.
Well, no, it's not the animal. It is the durability. There's a reason, like beaver is much more durable than rabbit, and then you get into the synthetic stuff.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
The blue hat I bought, that one's rabbit.
Okay.
But the gambler is beaver.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a nice beaver.
No, I got an ivory colored hat, but I don't have like a really high quality hat. And so I wanted to choose something because I do wear loud clothes. I wanted a hat that was more neutral, that I don't have to like plan my outfit based on my hat. I want a hat that I can wear with a lot of outfits.
Now, Renae is a hat girl. And for you to say you don't have nice hats, that's bullshit. You have Stetsons, you have nice hats. So let's not lie to these humans out there like I've been depriving you.
Well, not a
of
custom
nice
hat. I feel like if I'm going to go through the trouble
one of them
to
she
make
just left on the plane. Fuck it.
on accident. I wasn't an effort. I was more worried about the camera equipment and the children than I was about the hats. And I was traveling by myself,
So
and that's what happened.
I was just expecting you to go a little louder, a little more custom, a little more detailed. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty detailed. You make choices about everything about the hat. I just made.
And what's really cool, Tatiana, is that she can write anything on your hat.
Yes.
Or like a tattoo. She can draw anything on it. She can write anything on it.
Yeah.
She can put a phrase that you want, a lyric. Anything that you want.
It will be a beautiful, gorgeous custom hat. It will not be loud and in your face.
Here's what I will tell you.
Yes. Yes, she's going to do some artwork on it. I haven't seen it yet because she'll sketch it out.
My Stetson in there is a very, very expensive Stetson. Very expensive. You don't get to pick shit. You look at it, you go, I want it. I want to buy it. Sir, this is 100% beaver. I'm like, I'm aware. I want that hat. Maybe you can go find a hat band to put around it, but that's it. Right? This one, for almost half the price, you're still getting 100% beaver, but you get to pick out everything.
Yeah.
I want it cut down. I want it bent this way. I want the hat to look like this. Can you distress it? What you did with coffee.
Yeah.
can you distress it?
Yeah.
Can you do this? Can you do that? I want the hat band to be this thick. I want the dice to be this size. I mean, I picked out every freaking detail of that hat.
Yeah.
And the liner inside. I mean,
it's a really cool experience. Yeah. I want it bent this much. I want the brim cut this much, like everything.
Will you grab my Stetson that's in there? The real pretty, I think it's like a gray. So I can't wait to show you guys in the next few weeks. And then Renae and I, I was so excited also, not only because I wanted Renae to have the hat experience, I wanted her to meet this couple because they are a couple that work together as a team. Uh-huh. We have now decided, did you find it? Oh, you need the chair. We have now decided that we want them on our podcast. Don't hit the camera. We want them on the podcast. So hopefully in December, we'll get them on the podcast because they're entrepreneurs like us. Mm-hmm. They're very creative as a team like us. They have a 5-year-old daughter. 5, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. We want to interview them. We want to have a discussion with them because I think that you guys are gonna fall in love with them, and what they do there is just special. And what's really cool is she's the artist. He shapes and builds the hats, and then she comes in and she's the artist that draws whatever you want and etches them with like a what are those pins called?
It's almost like is it etching engraving? Or are they burning? I don't know exactly. I don't know. I wasn't watching.
They're like burning.
Yeah.
No. It's like a blue one, a felt.
Gray,
I think. I just thought you were going to go a little louder.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get. So tell them what you got. Tell them what it.
I got an ivory hat.
Not that one. That's Renae's.
I got an ivory hat.
Oh, bring that one so that people can see that Renae has nice shit. Okay. Is that not a nice hat?
It's a beautiful hat. It's a Stetson, and it has. They probably can't see on the camera, but it's got little stars. It's a navy blue hat, and it's got stars cut out in it. It's gorgeous.
But even what's cool
but what is this? How do I even know what it is? Like I'm reading inside to know if it's beaver or what it is. Oh, it's wool. 100% wool hat. Yeah. So wool is not as nice as beaver or rabbit. Correct?
Correct.
See, I don't even know.
Correct.
So, see, that's what I meant. That's what I was getting at, is that, like, I don't have a beaver or rabbit hat.
This hat, it's gorgeous, right? This hat it is beautiful.
What is that?
It is nice. It's a Stetson.
No, but is it beaver, rabbit, or
this is the 100% beaver.
Okay.
And it is a very, very nice hat, right? But Again, I paid a lot of money for that hat.
Yeah.
And I got the hat exactly the way the hat is.
Yeah.
I paid half price for this hat with
I didn't realize that.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
And I got to pick every single detail.
Yeah.
And another reason that we fell in love with them is because he is now so popular that you have to have an appointment to go to his hat shop.
Yeah.
If you want a hat from him, you have to make an appointment. And the reason he did that is because he refuses to raise his prices. And he wants to be affordable. And, they align with Renae and I on morals and really caring about the regular customer, right? But he gives you this entire experience for a very reasonable price when it comes to compared to other hat brands and other expensive hats. So I'm excited to show you guys all. We've been recording the whole process. I once it's done and we do the reveal, we'll do the reveal here with my gambler. I'll put the video out on socials. But we had a great time, Renae, and I was like, and you know what? That was another thing. It was kind of like a date.
It was a date. It was a fun date. It was like it was a date you enjoyed. It wasn't like I forced you to go to candle making and learn how to make a candle.
Yes, it was.
That was a little more expensive than candle making. Yeah.
It was really cool, and it was a good experience, and I'm really glad you came. And Renae and I, we literally got from the hat place. I had a 3:00 show. We got dressed.
In my head, we were gonna go to the hotel and take a nap, and then like shower and get dressed and all of that. No, we didn't have time. We didn't have time.
So we went to the hotel, both showered, hauled ass, ate a
and then
2:00 dinner.
Yeah, we had dinner at 2:00. And then I felt so silly because I was like thinking the shows. I was like, when we travel, I pack day clothes and then I pack night clothes, right? Like whatever I'm wearing to run around with you and the kids. And then, dress or something for nighttime. So I had this like black dress covered in like embellishments like this sweater right now and high heels. And I was like, I'm gonna look like a hooker if I wear this at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Ho chic. Ho chic.
Yeah, it was like
so she put her jeans over her dress.
Yeah, well, the dress was really fitted, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make this work. I had jeans I was wearing during the day, and they were kind of baggy, so I tucked my dress into my jeans, and I was like, I'll wear this for the 3:00 show, and then I'll take them off for the 7:00 show.
And then Renae would just nap in the green room while I was on stage. Which was smart.
Well, the Yankees were playing the playoff game, so we had the TV on watching the game while you were performing, but I guess I fell asleep.
Oh, she did, because when I called her on stage, she still had like the lines on her face. She's like, what? What's going on? Hi, everybody.
I know. We got off stage after that show, and you said, what's going on with you? I said, I don't know. I fell asleep on the couch, and you called me, so I just came running out, and you were like, yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, she was foggy, for sure. Eye booger. She had to have a little drool on the face. Little crusties. But I love it. I think this podcast came out okay. I think people are going to like it. Let's give it up for our sponsors, Aztec Chevrolet, always taking care of us, always looking out for us. Please give them an opportunity. Soon to be Coastal Bend Auto Group. Also,
yes.
We have to give it up for Rao Western. We gave Gilbert a couple of Rao Western shirts.
Yes.
He's all excited about it. So go to RaoWestern.com for the Steve Trevino Captain Evil shirts. And very nice, very comfortable. And then pick Cherries, Old Salt Coffee. Please give them an opportunity. My friends at Rebecca Creek, absolutely delicious. Very, very few bottles of the double barrel Spanish oak out there left. I am hoarding some. And maybe one day I'll do like a giveaway.
Yeah.
Right, where we can, I don't know how it works, but I can mail it. I don't know if that's bootlegging. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But we absolutely love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Go out there and vote. It is a huge election this year. Please, please vote, vote, vote. God bless America. Thanks, guys.